Have you ever stopped to wonder what's really going on in your male cat's mind? Between curious habits and peculiar behaviors, they can be some of the most entertaining and intriguing creatures in the animal kingdom. These domestic felines carry with them an ancestral heritage rich in wild instincts that, even after thousands of years of domestication, continue to influence their daily behaviors in surprising ways. But what if many of these strange attitudes weren't simple coincidences or feline whims? What if behind each peculiar behavior lay a fascinating explanation that dates back to the dawn of feline evolution? Today we'll explore the most unusual behaviors that only male cats tend to exhibit and the surprising reasons behind each of them, delving deep into the complex and fascinating universe of male feline psychology. Welcome to the Cat Forever channel, where we unravel the most intriguing mysteries of our four-legged companion's behavior. The behavioral complexity of male cats goes far beyond what our eyes can capture on a daily basis. Often, your feline may be trying to communicate something extremely important through subtle signals, and you may not even realize the depth of this silent communication. For example, males tend to develop a strong protective instinct toward their owner that goes far beyond simple emotional attachment. This protective behavior is a direct manifestation of how they process social relationships and establish hierarchies within the domestic environment. They often remain nearby in times of tension, strategically guard the front door, or even courageously stand in the way of what they believe to be a real threat to their territory and the people they care about. This is directly linked to ancestral territorial behavior that remains deeply ingrained in their genetics. They consider you not just a companion, but a fundamental part of the space they need to protect, and they will do everything to ensure your physical and emotional safety. This territorial perception manifests itself in diverse ways that are not always obvious to us humans. Some male cats develop patrol routes around the house, checking windows, doors, and strategic points at specific times, like true feline guards fulfilling a meticulously planned security agenda. While females often express care more subtly and indirectly, through a calm environment, discreet observation from a distance, or small, delicate gestures, males make their guardian role crystal clear through more direct and visible actions. Many owners report truly impressive and even moving experiences from cats who have courageously faced dangerous insects, like poisonous spiders, to defend their owner, to those who growl menacingly and maintain constant vigil when a stranger approaches their room, where their owners are sleeping. There are reports of cats waking entire families during fires, others preventing home invasions with alarming meows, and even cases of felines detecting health problems in their owners through unusual behavior. Another absolutely striking characteristic that clearly distinguishes males from females is their intense, sometimes even wild, playfulness. If you've ever been pounced on completely unexpectedly out of nowhere, or suddenly found yourself an unwitting partner in a feline wrestling match, you certainly know exactly what we're talking about. Strategic leaps from dark corners, tireless chases through the hallways, and affectionate but firm slaps are all part of this energetic and playful nature that seems to never run out. Males have a natural tendency to transform completely calm moments into elaborate games of hunting and combat, simulating situations their wild ancestors experienced daily in the wild. Unlike females, who tend to be significantly more reserved and calculating in their social interactions and play, this abundant and sometimes overwhelming energy also manifests itself clearly in the famous playful nips that can catch any owner off guard. Often, a seemingly random nip on the arm, leg, or ankle is simply a direct request for attention or a peculiar display of affection and trust. They mimic primitive hunting and fighting instincts inherited from their wild ancestors, but it's important to understand that they have absolutely no intention of hurting or causing actual pain. It's simply their naturally messy and sometimes clumsy way of showing genuine affection and establishing meaningful social bonds. When neutered through proper veterinary procedures, these cats undergo a remarkable behavioral transformation, becoming even more docile, sociable, and companionable. Unlike unneutered wild males, who traditionally lead predominantly solitary and extremely territorial lives, marked by constant disputes and confrontations, neutered domestic cats experience a hormonal shift that makes them much more companionable affectionate, and willing to live harmoniously. They genuinely enjoy being around their favorite humans, request affection more frequently and directly, and form deep and lasting emotional bonds with their adoptive human families. It's interesting to note that they may still display a certain natural distrust toward other unknown males, but with people, especially those within their inner circle, they become truly great friends and loyal companions. Some experienced owners even share genuinely moving and touching stories. Elderly rescue cats who, despite their possibly traumatic pasts, have become truly inseparable lap companions, even significantly helping to reduce anxiety and depression in their human owners. These cases demonstrate the incredible capacity for adaptation and bonding that male cats possess, regardless of their age or previous experiences. And there's also a little known but extremely fascinating scientific curiosity. Just as we humans have a clearly defined dominant hand, many male cats show a statistically significant preference for using their left paw for activities that require precision, while females demonstrate a greater tendency to be right-handed in the feline world. Another curious behavioral point that raises many questions among owners is mounting, a relatively common behavior in unneutered males that has multiple functions and meanings. Although it is often automatically associated solely with the reproductive sexual instinct, it does not always have this specific function. It can be an effective way to release pent-up energy, a way to assert social dominance within the domestic hierarchy, or simply part of the natural behavioral repertoire inherited genetically. Regarding personal hygiene habits, there is a notable difference between the sexes. Males tend to be considerably less meticulous and careful than females, who traditionally spend significantly more time cleaning themselves and maintaining their impeccable appearance. Entire males, especially those more focused on exploring territory and conquering new spaces, often end up looking visibly more unkempt and rustic. Even so, this less polished appearance in no way affects their natural power of attraction and charisma. Neutered males can develop interesting habits such as licking and carefully combing their owners using their rough tongues, a behavior that represents a clear sign of deep trust, genuine affection, and social acceptance. And we certainly can't forget their famous characteristic vocalizations, particularly loud and melodious meows, affectionately known as feline serenades, which intensify dramatically during mating season and can be heard from considerable distances. Besides functioning as a direct call to attract the attention of receptive females, these vocalizations also serve as a clear and unequivocal territorial warning to other competing males in the area. Even though these nocturnal vocal performances sometimes significantly disrupt neighbors' sleep and cause some domestic conflicts, it's important to understand that they are a completely natural part of these animals' behavioral nature. This complex and multifaceted territorial behavior also naturally extends to the special bond they develop with you as their owner. Many male cats view their owner not only as a source of food and shelter, but as an absolutely essential part of their living space, and show no willingness to share attention or affection with other competing animals. It is precisely at this crucial point that the phenomenon known as imprinting arises, a fascinating psychological process in which the cat develops an emotional bond so deep and meaningful that it begins to view the owner as its true surrogate parent. These cats develop levels of loyalty and affection that can be compared to the deepest family bonds, demonstrating protective and caring behaviors that go far beyond the typical pet-owner relationship. It's crucial to understand that each cat has its own unique and unrepeatable personality, shaped by genetic factors, life experiences, and social environment. Some develop into true fearless protectors, always alert and ready to defend their territory and adoptive family against any perceived threat. Others prefer more cautious strategies, discreetly hiding when they hear strange noises or potentially dangerous situations approach. There are also those individuals who constantly surprise with their exceptional intelligence, solving complex problems with impressive ease and displaying a simultaneously playful and extremely affectionate nature that wins over even the most resistant hearts to feline charms. Whether he's a fearless guardian always on the alert, a tireless partner in mischief and domestic adventures, or a docile friend and constant companion, the emotional bond you patiently build with your male cat is absolutely unique, special, and irreplaceable. Deeply understanding his attitudes, motivations, and emotional needs is the key to further strengthening this special connection and creating a harmonious relationship that will benefit both you and your feline companion over many years of happy and enriching coexistence. As we observe all these fascinating behaviors, it becomes clear that male cats are extraordinarily complex creatures, endowed with an emotional and intellectual richness that we often underestimate. Each affectionate nibble, each protective watch, each energetic play, and each melodious vocalization represent pages of an ancient language that they generously share with us daily. When we learn to decipher these unique behavioral codes, we discover that our feline companions are not just pets, but true life partners who enrich our existence in unimaginable ways. The journey of understanding the male feline universe is ongoing and always revealing. Each day spent with your male cat offers new opportunities for discovery, mutual growth, and strengthening the emotional bonds that make this relationship so special. Always remember that patience, careful observation, and a lot of love are the essential ingredients for fully unraveling the mysteries that your feline companion holds in his wild, yet deeply devoted, heart. Oh, and since you've made it this far on this fascinating journey of male cats, please leave a like, subscribe to Cat Forever, and share your personal experiences with your kitty. We'd love to hear your unique story and discover even more secrets about these extraordinary companions together. See you in the next video.